he installed Louis Giuffrida as head of FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Giuffrida was an old, cold warrior from Reagan's California days whose specialty was suppression of unrest and dissent. Giuffrida, North, and George Bush began to turn FEMA into an instrument of domestic anti-terrorism.
You're dealing with a group of people in the Reagan administration who equated political dissent with treason, and who cannot differentiate between emergency procedures, which I think everyone agrees are necessary, and suppressing political dissent. And with North and Poindexter and Casey, you had a group of people who saw Americans who disagree with them as the enemy.
Colonel North, in your work at the NSC, were you not assigned at one time to work on plans for the continuity of government in the event of a major disaster? Mr. Chairman.
I believe that question touches upon a highly sensitive and classified area, so may I request that you not touch upon that, sir.
I was particularly concerned, Mr. Chairman, because I read in Miami papers and several others that there had been a plan developed by that same agency, a contingency plan in the event of emergency that would suspend the American Constitution. And I was deeply concerned about it and wondered if that was the area in which he had worked. I believe that it was.
May I most respectfully request that that matter not be touched upon at this stage. If we wish to get into this, certain arrangements can be made for an executive session.
All right.
And tragically, the only member who got close...
Oh, let's finish up with Henry B. Gonzalez.
He was stopped by the chairman.
Yeah. Now, see, there's a lot of delusional people out there that say, hey, you crazy shouldn't be so concerned about tyranny. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv. Hi folks, this is Alex Jones and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow, step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com. A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com. Congratulations to our friends at eFoodsDirect.com. In August, they celebrate 30 years in the long-term storable food business. To celebrate, eFoodsDirect.com is offering the lowest price ever on their one-year Freedom Food Supply, even less than the price in 1981. For a limited time, you get 30% off a one-year Freedom Supply, which provides 3 hearty meals per day for one adult. The Freedom Supply includes a large variety of fruits and vegetables, dairy, legumes, grains, sprouting seeds, and more. Plus, you get a generous supply of their quick fix meals. This is the most complete, extensive, and affordable unit they have ever offered. Call 800-409-5633 or go to eFoodsDirect.com/Alex and get 30% off a one-year food supply. If you have ever considered getting a supply, now is the time. Call 800-409-5633. That's 800-409-5633 or eFoodsDirect.com/Alex.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
It was the Founding Fathers. I know, evil conspiracy theorist scum, according to our media today, and FEMA. Oh, I have FEMA on tape teaching police the Founding Fathers were bad. It's in my film Road to Tyranny. It was the Founding Fathers that said, even if you try to defend liberty, even if you do everything you can, it's very hard to keep it. Because corrupt groups form, insiders get control, they grow the size of government to expand their power. That's the big threat of government, is that it empowers the mega corporations. And that's now happened. And somehow they convinced Americans to hate what made America so great, not trusting government, keeping it small, being fiercely independent. I saw a news report last night. In fact, I meant to print this. Will you guys print it? I think it was Dallas, Texas. And what did they say in the newscast? First, I heard Kenny Romeyer last night on 590, a local host, talking about it. And then I went home and pulled up the newscast in Dallas. I think it was Earn and Learn. That's it. It's called Earn and Learn. And you get $20 or $40 when you turn somebody in for skipping school. And people are like, oh, that's good. No. That's the new economy. And that's just training the kids to get used to spying on people. No, that's a different article. It doesn't matter. I saw the newscast. I want to go to your phone calls now. Joe, Shepard, Don, Raina, Phil, Justin, Sky, Tim, Dave, Justin, Danny, Scott. We'll get to at least these 12 callers that are lined up. We could have 200 callers. Literally, we have a digital phone system. It could take thousands of calls. I ought to do a show sometime and just shut up, where I give each caller 30 seconds and go to the next person. We could take like 500. We could take like 500 calls, or like do a marathon show. Just take thousands of calls. Just stay on the air. You have been warned. We're going into tyranny. We're going into depression. Of course, there's a giant FEMA camp civil emergency program. And I've been to the urban warfare drills where they train to put Americans in camps. And then you get concerned about it, and they say, shut up, crazy man. Hey, the banks are imploding our economy by design. They're going to set up a Bank of the World. Shut up, crazy man. Now it's all been announced. And how did I know all this? Why was I so right? Because they all write white papers. I bring them here to you. This is not my opinion. I'm not predicting the future. I'm reporting on what they've said their program is, their plan, their rollout. Now, I don't know exactly when they're going to roll out certain parts of it, but they've told us their rollout plan. Joe in Mississippi, thanks for holding. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, sir. What do you think about Ron Paul saying, folks ask him, hey, are you worried about FEMA camps? Absolutely. They want to stage a crisis.
I think if we don't elect Ron Paul, we're in deep trouble. I mean, we're already in deep trouble, but it seems like the mass of people, pretty much everybody I know, supports liberty. And
what do you think of Obama legalizing all the deportees, even though it violates federal law? More and more, he's our supreme ruler.
Well, it seems like to me that we're pretty much annoying little ants to them. I mean, they could care less about us.
Exactly, but here's the issue. As unconstitutional as Bill Clinton was, or George Bush, under Obama, it is going into warp speed. And notice the Republican leadership is not saying a word because they're all bought and paid for by the same interest. We have a super Congress now that creates the bills. That's never been in our history. We're in the middle of a takeover. What's on your mind, Joe? I'm going to stop talking at you. What'd you calling about?
It's just crazy. There's so many things that I could go over with you, but I know our time is limited. So I woke up probably about 3 years ago now, and the first time I saw your show or heard you, I was looking at an interview for Jesse Ventura, and I was like, that's kind of crazy, but I saw how passionate you were, and I could tell that you were, at least you believed it. So I was like, well, he's wasting a lot of time and energy, putting all this out there, so there's got to be something to it. Anyway,
yeah, I went to urban warfare drills and watched the military train to break up our families and put us in camps. This is all 100% real. So shouldn't I get upset witnessing things like that?
Definitely, and I think that is actually helpful. The thing is that I know for me and people like me that aren't awake, or that aren't awake yet, this stuff is really out there, and it's
only because, listen, when Americans were informed about the world, everybody basically sounded like Alex Jones. Go study history. Americans bought this fake Hollywood football thing. They think all this new fake stuff is what America's always been. And so that's why now we're losing all the blessings, we're losing all the prosperity, because the average man is not a man. You talk to the average man, they think it's weird if you know legislation numbers. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, because I've always been politically, I tried to, make myself pay attention to all these dry political things. And, once I saw what you were saying, I started connecting the dots. And what really, I think, started waking me up was whenever the guy got tased down in Florida, the "Don't Tase Me, Bro" guy.
Yeah, he wasn't even resisting. They tackled him. Kerry said, don't arrest him. He hadn't done anything. The guy says, I'm leaving. They tackle him and tase him for the enjoyment. You're witnessing evil. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it just seemed crazy to me, and that's what really was a switch for me, I think, just looking into that. And what I want to know is what would you do if you were starting at ground zero, with no gun, no gold or silver or any of that? We got a bunch of trouble coming our way.
It's easy. I would just, every time you're at the grocery store, buy a little extra food you put aside in a few months. It'll be a hoard. And I would get a shotgun, regular barrel length, $300 inexpensive Winchester Defender pump shotgun, and I'd have slugs and buckshot, and then also some bird shot if you needed to hunt for squirrels and such. And then I would just reach out to their friends, family, and neighbors and try to educate them. None of us have to save the world by ourselves. We've all just got to do a little bit. Let's go ahead and talk to Shepard in Oregon. Go ahead, Shepard. Thanks for holding.
Hey, Alex, it's Shepard with the IntelHub.com. You're doing a great job, as usual, working hard on Sunday. I know how it goes. I just wanted to say you're right on them turning on the economy, and it really looks like, they've looted the nation with all the bailouts. It's kind of reaching its final turning point, it looks like. And, you were mentioning the power bills going up. They've been suppressing. Tesla actually came out, he actually knew how to produce energy for free.
No, that's true. I've seen the patents to